Hello, space pilot Mr. Cool Guy here. And, well, I figured I'd let you know that in 2 transmissions you're gonna receive some more information on a species from Nexora. Yes, that's right. But in the meantime, here are 10 more random facts you may or may not know. Starting with fact number 1. Plump My Ride. Austrian sculptor Erwin Worm takes sleek cars and turns them into voluptuous vehicles. To make the sculpture in his Fat Car series, Erwin covers the real thing in layers of plastic and foam. After he is happy with the new size and shape, he gives it a shiny coat of paint. The result, cars that look as soft and squishy as a marshmallow. While Erwin's creations are funny to look at, they also have a serious side. Erwin hopes they make people question the world's growing appetite to own bigger and bigger vehicles. Interesting. Fat cars. Dang, I guess those cars need to go on a diet. Wow. Dang, cars that look soft and squishy as a marshmallow. Well, of course they aren't. Probably not soft and squishy as a marshmallow. You try to squish that thing, you're not going to be able to. Right? You. Oh, the bigger people, more round people, might be able to fit in a, fat car. Of course, that's because it's covered in layers of plastic and foam, so, maybe not, but maybe. Who knows? But, yeah, you're probably gonna that would have a hard time fitting in a parking space, potentially. Because it's a fat car, right? They'd have to make bigger parking spots. And those cars are probably feeling bloated. Alright. Anyways, it's time for fact number 2. Teal arches. McDonald's is famous for its golden arches, but in Sedona, Arizona, they are teal. This is because the city does not want its buildings to clash with the area's natural beauty. Teal was picked because it looks nice with the red mountains. Tourists may come for the teal arches, but they stay for the food. Dang, a McDonald's with teal arches. That is quite the interesting color. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm feeling sad. Well, okay. They usually associate blue with feeling sad, but teal is a shade of blue, so technically, well, I suppose teal could be labeled, like a color of something like fancy jewelry, so I guess it would be ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm feeling fancy. Oh, gosh. Oh, man. Arizona has teal arches. Makes you wonder. There's like other countries that have specially colored arches. Interesting. Well, let's move on to fact number 3. Cube country. In 2014, the Danish Geodata Agency recreated the entire country of Denmark in the video game Minecraft at a 1:1 scale out of about 4 trillion bricks. That is... man. 4 trillion bricks. Recreating the entire country of Denmark in Minecraft at a 1:1 scale. That is crazy, man. That had to take a long time. Dang. But you know, could certainly help you appreciate, the culture more or something. And then, if you're not able to afford a plane ticket to Denmark, then you can just go visit the Minecraft. Isn't it amazing the things you can do in Minecraft? Like how, I don't know if it's still going on, but at one point there was a group of people working on recreating the entire Earth, like a 1:1 scale of everything on Earth. All land masses and all the buildings on the country. Every little detail. Yeah. That's crazy. But let's move on to fact number 4. Singer superstition. Superstitious Italian opera singer Luciano Pavarotti always kept a bent nail, a traditional good luck charm for Italian singers, in his pocket while performing. Dang. A bent nail. I mean, he'd have to put that in just the right direction in his pocket so he didn't accidentally poke himself with it or get it stuck in his skin. Eesh. But there are plenty of people who are superstitious and have good luck charms. And for Italian singers, it's a bent nail. Alrighty then. Okay, well, let's move on to fact number 5. Crash crooks. After 2 thieves stole merchandise from a clothing store in Springfield, Missouri, they made their getaways in separate cars, but crashed into each other. They then tried to flee on foot, but were quickly apprehended. Okay, 1... don't steal, period. Just don't steal. And 2, why? You made your getaway in separate cars. Like you're fleeing from a crime scene. You have more than one person in your team that stole from the store. And your bright idea to get away was to go in separate cars? I mean, I guess so at least one of you could get away, but like, and you still ended up failing. You both got caught. Why? Because you crashed into each other. Either you two just suck at driving, or you did not plan your escape routes well. At all. Right? Because. Wow, that is just. I mean. Stupidity is the biggest criminal deterrent ever. And that is when the criminals are being stupid, not the non-criminals. But, anyways, it's time for fact number 6. Veteran director, known as the King of Action in his native Thailand, Jalongpak Divijit directed the 18-episode TV series Sky Raider at age 91. He began his career as a cinematographer in 1950 and directed his first movie in 1968. Dang. Wow, 91. Whew. That's a pretty old age to be directing that. But dang. It's incredible. That's wow. I mean, there have been actors who have acted at what's considered an old age, but I never heard of someone directing at that age. Man. That's wow. Alright. Well, let's move on to fact number 7. Pricey pickle. Oh boy. Pickle, a work by Australian artist Matthew Griffin, consists of a ketchup-smeared pickle from a McDonald's cheeseburger stuck to the ceiling of an art gallery in Auckland, New Zealand. The artistic pickle was valued at $6,200. Wow. But I can't imagine being the person who gives tours of the art museum and they're talking about all these art displays and then you come to this and it's part of their job to talk about the art that's on display, right? They have to talk about this. The way they talk about all these paintings and sculptures, right? They're going up to the ketchup-smeared pickle from a McDonald's cheeseburger that's stuck to the ceiling. They have to be like, if you were to look up at the ceiling, you'll see this artistically magnificent pickle smeared with ketchup. It was just tossed onto the ceiling. The inspiration the artist had must have no bounds. It is truly magnificent, not like your average pickle. No. Sir, how much do you think this pickle is worth? Oh, well, as some experts say, it's worth $6,200. I say, it must be some pickle. Where did he get it from? Oh, my dear. I don't know for sure. I believe someone said it came from a McDonald's cheeseburger. McDonald's cheeseburger? I did not know they were so expensive nowadays. Oh, just the pickle and the ketchup. Ah. I'm sorry, I can't. Oh, this, right? And you know someone probably bought it for that much money. Someone rich with a lot of money probably bought the pickle for $6,200. Why? 'Cause they're rich. They have lots of money. What else are they gonna do with it? I mean, they probably bought the pickle and ate it. A McDonald's pickle. Right? I could have gone to McDonald's, gotten a cheeseburger with ketchup and pickles for way less, and had a whole meal. You know what? I could just go to an art museum, toss an apple core at a wall, right? Or put it on a wall with some tape. And it would skyrocket in value. Because it'd be considered art. Okay. Let's move on to fact number 8. Pokey Place. A neighborhood in Henderson, Nevada has streets named after famous Pokemon. There's Snorlax Lane, Jigglypuff Place, and more. So many houses were being built in the area that it was hard for construction manager Andrea Miller to come up with new street names. She got the idea to use Pokemon from her 2 sons. With more than 1,000 Pokemon to choose from, she won't run out of names anytime soon. Alrighty then, that's a lot of different names to choose from. But hey, I mean, you gotta come up with some form of a name, and I guess she chose Pokemon. I mean, I guess technically you could have named it after an animal or something. And I guess it doesn't really matter what you name your street after. Well, I mean, okay, technically, yeah. But there's probably some Pokemon fan out there who got real excited to be living on a street named after a Pokemon. Well, let's move on to fact number 9. Later, Gator. To deal with cold weather, alligators let the water freeze around their bodies, turning them into gatorsicles. Just don't lick them, because they will probably bite back. Well, who am I kidding? Of course they bite back. They're alligators. While gators wait for the ice to melt, they leave only their snouts sticking out of the ice to breathe. Frozen gators have been seen in places like North Carolina and Texas. The practice is called brumation. During the process, the reptiles' bodies slow down. In a sense, it's like they are taking a long nap. Dang. I mean, I guess you could say they're taking a long, cold nap, to be specific. But man, that is wild. I mean, you've heard of animals hibernating, but never heard of animal hibernating in ice. What the alligator does. I mean, it is cold-blooded, so it can stand to be in the ice for a long while. But now, it's time for fact number 10. Sea mouse. The sea mouse is a marine worm covered in bristles or short hairs. The edges of the hair shine a rainbow of colors, including blues, greens, reds, and yellows. The bright colors protect it from underwater predators. The worm is about 8 inches or 20 centimeters long and 2 inches or 5 centimeters wide, with a fuzzy body that looks like glass. The sea mouse hunts for crabs, squid, and other worms on the seabed, 9,842.5 feet or 3,000 meters deep. Man. Could you imagine if a predator did try to eat him? Or if they tried to take a bite, they'd probably be like, ouch! Those are some prickly hairs. Man. I guess a predator of a sea mouse could be a catfish. Well, there you have it. There was 10 random facts you may or may not have known, but you know now. Whether any that you knew, or do you have any additional information on the facts you just heard, then, put it down in the comments below if you want. You may surprise old space pilot Mr. Cool Guy, or anyone else who reads your comment. Or if you just want to say hello, oh, hi. And if you enjoyed it, why not hit that like button? And why not subscribe if you haven't? So that way, if you come back, you don't have to go searching for my channel to find any new videos of mine, or transmissions. Same difference, technically. It'll just be in your subscription feed. And why not click that notification bell too, so you can be notified the second one of these drops, if you want. That way you'll know, hey, ding ding ding, Mr. Cool Guy just dropped another transmission. 10 more random facts have entered the tube of you. Why not come check it out? And share with others. So that way they have the chance to hear these 10 random facts you just heard. Well, anyways, I'm Space Pilot Mr. Cool Guy, and as I always say when it comes to the facts, to infinity and more facts.